There's two types of gifts for the film photographer, one of the expensive gear and second one is a small little things. Some of them are a little bit silly and some of them is actually useful. And today I will show you some of my favorites useful things and sometimes it's just aesthetic ones. So let's start with the first thing. First one what I want to show you is a Kodak film case, and this case made from steel, and I really like the idea of this case. It's mostly aesthetic storage for the film. You can carefully put it in the fridge. It exists in two modifications for 10 rolls of films or for 5 rolls of films, and I think it resembles a little bit of an idea of aesthetic. You can put it on a shelf, and additionally what I like about this case, it reminds me the Japanese brand Toyo, which making the extremely beautiful cases for the gear and for different types of tools, and I think this kind of a banded sheet metal really aesthetic pleasing, and also the quality of this thing is really high. It's not like cheap looking case, and I really like this present. I never take it with me on a travel, but it's really pleasing aesthetic thing and it's really good present for me, and if I have a chance I will buy the same thing again for someone. Next one is the photo books, and photo books is basically no-brainer. It's quite easy topic, and I think you can find really beautiful, really quality print of the photo books, and nowadays it's such a big variety of classics and also modern art, so you can easily find it, and I will put in the description few channels who describing the photographers itself and different types of photo books and art, and you can literally browse and just based on your aesthetic feel find what is resonate with you and make a gift basically tailored on your taste and the taste of the person who is receiving your gift. Next one is a film variety pack. Most of the time, especially for me, as you can see here on the table, I have Kodak 200 in a Kodak case, and it means I'm 99.999% shoot exactly the same film. And for me, it's quite important sometimes to do some random things and completely buy experimental film. If somebody give to you experimental film, you don't really care if your shots will be crazy, outrageous for your normal art, and you can experiment a lot, go out of the box. And I have a few examples which I really like. The film which creates additional effects. You can buy the blue tinted film, you can buy different color graded film, you can additionally buy kind of a special effects film. Especially I really like the film from the CineSteel where you have a halation on film, and this type of films create additional art process and thinking about the picture itself and rearrange your ideas around the new type of style, and you're going out of the box and normal photographic projects, so you can tailor it to the new photographic projects. And I think it's quite nice idea to have a little bit of break, especially on a Christmas season. It will be a fresh start, and I think it's really great value of the present, and film, as you know, quite a good present, and person will definitely use it, and it's quite useful. And the next one is a Cyanotype, and if you never tried anything from the alternative process, I think Cyanotype it's quite easy starter kit. You can even do it with the kids, it doesn't really matter. For example, if you have someone who really like photography but never tried anything in a darkroom, developing or printing and so on, I think Cyanotype is a basically loophole and small, unlocker of the possibility to do something with the paper and print something on top. You can make different types of leaves on top of the cyanotypes, or you can make, if you shoot for example with a film with a medium format, you can make some direct transfers, or you can print something on foil on transparency and make cyanotypes and make some kind of a home DIY art. It's quite easy process, and you can easily buy the kits nowadays, so it's not a huge problem on the market, and it's quite unique present and also probably unexpected. And when you start to doing that, you just need a sun and you need a small amount of chemicals, and you can basically do everything at home without any problems, and it's quite new process. Next one is a camera strap, and for example I have this camera strap on my Leica. Unfortunately I cannot give you the link for this one. This one is made in Germany, and my wife bought it for me long time ago, almost in the same time when I get this camera, and it's still 100% of the time on my camera. And this is amazing product, and usually try to find quality product made from the leather. I will put in the links below the Joy Greer camera strap. It's quite also unique type of strap. It's a shoulder strap which is relatively short, and you have, for example, your Leica close enough as the retro photographers was doing back in the day. So it's a quite nice and quite unique and high quality leather product, and it will last for a long period of time. And if the guy or girl who had the camera receives something like that, it will be with the person for generations. Basically, it's almost impossible to break, and it's really nice piece of equipment. Next one is a vintage camera, and I'm talking about the expensive camera. If you have money, you can buy the Leica or Pentax or Nikon or something, but it's a quite unique idea to go on some kind of a flea market and buy something which is not even working. And you can use, first of all, this camera for just decoration purposes, and additionally this camera can work, and you can just spend 10-20 euros or something like this on this camera, and it will be also additional project in future. And I also get this camera as a present, and this camera quite unique, and I do not expect it will work perfectly well, but it's also a really nice piece of history. It looks nice, it feels nice, even if it's broken, even if it doesn't work. It's a quite a nice decoration piece which you have really great experience to just own it and have it. And maybe it's a little bit controversial, but you can also try to repair it. You can disassemble it. You have basically zero stoppers for you because it costs almost nothing, and it's a just fun project. You can just disassemble it and take a look what is inside, break it apart, and try to assemble it back. This is also quite interesting project which most of the people will never try to do by themselves. And if the person is curious what is inside the camera, or to start the project of repairing cameras or servicing the cameras, I think it's a good starting point. And maybe for someone it will be starting of the new endeavor, hobby, or career. The last one, I think it's quite important present, and it's not so expensive nowadays. If you have a fully analog camera like I have, most of the people want the light meter. I have several light meter reviews on my channel, and I think the light meter what I have at the moment, it's quite nice. It's also not really expensive, and it can fit different types of cameras. And if you have a collection of the old retro cameras which is fully analog, doesn't really have any batteries inside, or it's a really old light meter and it doesn't really work perfectly well all the time, it's a quite nice add-on for the any type of camera. And it's a small, unique, really beautiful modern package, and I think most of the people looking on these exposure meters and doesn't really pull the trigger because they think, I don't really need it. But in my case, I tried it several times. I have a few handheld meters, a quite expensive one from the Cyanotype, and most of the time it's additional thing in your hand. And even if you have this type of light meters, I anyway take on trip small one, and the small one will save your time, and also it looks nice on your camera. So this was the best film related gifts what I received as a YouTuber and a film photographer over the years. And if you're curious to know what I wish to have in future, put it in the comments below and I will make my wish list video as a follow-up. So subscribe to my channel and see you under the safe light.